Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Roy from Spoiled Fish coming at you with another video. Okay, today's video is going to be about homemade filter cartridges for your hang on the backs. As you know, if you have one, these can be very expensive. You know, to change your cartridges once could cost you $10 to $12 to $15 depending on what brand you're using. But I'm going to show you today how to make your own. And what I've got here in front here is I've got several of these plastic like pre-filter devices that you find commonly in hang on the back filters. And I've also got one of their cartridges that I've torn apart, torn all their material off, and I'm going to show you how to make new material to put on there. I've seen videos where people are actually gluing this stuff on there, and it's not necessary to glue it, but you know, I'm going to show you how to do this stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you the things you're going to need first. Let's get these out of the way. Okay, this is optional actually, but it does, I enjoy it sometimes. It does help with like brown water and taking some smell out of the water, but I don't use it all the time. But if you know, we all get behind on our tanks cleaning, and if you see your tank's got a little brown water in it, and you know, even doing a 50% water change, you know, it still have a little brown tint to it, but this will help remove that brown tint when you put this stuff in your cartridges. But it's not mandatory to use. This is actually from Walmart. It's like $6 for this, or I'm sure they sell it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description for the activated carbon. The other thing you're going to need is quilter's batting. Now you can get this at Walmart, or any craft store will have this, and it is for making quilts, and there's a million different brands. Just make sure it's 100% low-loft polyester quilter's batting, and make sure also on the label, see if you can see that, it says contains no added flame retardant chemicals. You don't want any flame retardant chemicals with it, because that will hurt your fish if it has flame retardant chemicals in it. Alright, so let's get started. So what you're going to do, you're going to take this little plastic pre-filtering device that's in your hang on the back filter, and you're going to make a little replacement to put in there instead of the cartridge. And you do that with the egg crate light diffuser panel that you can buy at Walmart. They sell it in like 2-foot by 4-foot sheets, or 2x3, something like that. It's about $12. I just happen to have this piece laying around, so I'm going to use that to show you. Basically, all you're going to do is cut this to size. See, like this one, you can snap it right in there. Take a piece of wire cutters, and you can go right along, mark where you need to be, and it's very easy to cut, very easy to work with. A few clips. And most of these larger hang on the back filters, and I'm talking from like 55-gallon size to like 75-gallon size, they all pretty much run the same size filter cartridge. Like this will pop and fit right in there, but this will also fit right behind this, and it will also fit right behind this. It's, you know, they're almost universal in that respect for this project, but I'll show you with this one. Okay, once you got it cut and it's to the right size, the next step you're going to want to take, you're going to need to break out your batting. Open up your batting and kind of lay it out here. And I'll show you how I do it. And if you're going to put the carbon in, you're going to want to make sure you cut this to where it will cover it twice. If you can see that, it's all white there, but alright, let me see here. There we go. That's good enough. And you're basically going to cut batting to the size of your egg crate. And I know I'm cutting it way bigger than the egg crate, but you'll understand why here in a minute when I show you exactly what you're going to do with it. rest of this so you can see better. Now what you got here, what we got left, is our piece of diffuser panel. Back the camera up so you can see this. Now I made it like that so I can put the carbon in it. I gotta move this camera for a better angle. There we go, that's better. Okay. So you get the picture of what I'm doing here, I'm sure. But, alright, so we're all ready to wrap this up. But if you want to add carbon to yours, which is your option if you want, just sprinkle. You don't have to use a whole lot. Kind of fill up the center holes with it. Okay, and another thing I like to do, I like to take a couple of these scratch pad deals from the Dollar Tree. You get 10 of these for like $1. This will act as a beneficial sponge to hold your bacteria in your filter cartridge. So what I do is I'll put that on there like that, and I'll wrap that on up in there too. Fold it up. Boom. And this will go right in place inside your little plastic filtering device. Now if you want, you can, it's not really necessary, but you can put like a zip tie around this to keep it up. But once you get it slid in, the water's running, it's going to be just fine. And that works like that. It fits in there on that one. And like I said, it's kind of universal. That will slide right down in your hang in the back with that. That's like a Tetra Whisper one. And here's an Aquatech one. It will do the same thing. It will slide right in the back with this. And if you strip out one of their cartridges, you won't have to use that diffuser panel. You could just set that and wrap that accordingly as well. And they work really well. Actually, I think they work better than store-bought ones. And the price point on these, if you break all this down, it's around 50 cents instead of, $10 or $12. You can do it for $1 or less if you do it yourself. And that's all this. It's really simple. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. You can do it with this video easily. There's a million other ones online too. Mine's probably not as good. I'm just learning how to do this YouTube stuff, but I'm working on it, trying to do better. I got a tripod here where you saw me struggling with it. I didn't have it adjusted correctly, but I'm working on all that stuff. But like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think of this, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.